Hello, all the PCs. Welcome to the Top Travel Series 2. Tonight, I'm going to show you which places I want to tell you. This is another travel. I have to travel through the other places. Now, first of all, here's the video I want to show you where I did travel before. I'm going to show you this time I will be going to traveling to Huizhou. It's in the Grand Province, 70 miles away. It's not pretty far enough, isn't it? But I'm pretty sure it is definitely an older places. But here, I want to tell you the first places I would like to go, that is the European town. That is pretty enjoyable. As you know that I like in Europe. And the second of all, I have to visit to the other factory and I have a good date. Do you really want to see more? Let's check out.
Hello. We are also heading on Huizhou. Have to capture the video and whole progress by. Có lẽ là wonderful things. Thank you.
早晨，後面嘅條友睇得清唔清楚㗎？清楚嘛？後面清唔清楚㗎？後面嘅條友清唔清楚？清楚係咪啊？冇人應我啊，即係聽唔到係咪啊？嚟啊！咁多條友仔啊，後面嘅聽唔聽得清楚㗎？我清楚啦係嘛？哦好啦，咁多條友仔大家好，早晨。早晨，咁喺度咧先代表公司啊，咁我哋香港永安咧多謝咁多位對公司嘅支持先啊，咁亦都咧好開心由我同咁多位一齊參與呢個行程，咁亦都希望俾大家咧一個開心愉快嘅旅程啊，咁啊大家我帶團就好簡單嘅，咁啊大家咧開心心咁嚟啊，開心心咁玩，平平安安咁翻去啊，咁亦都咧知唔 唔知今日行程咧去邊度㗎？完全唔知啊，個個搖頭嘅，唔係你報名㗎？啊，唔係啊。啊，咁啊，知唔知去一天㗎咋？啊，到時去3天㗎。去3天，陣間我幫你編個行程啊！咁啊，幫你咧而家咧先臨時幫你訂定房間啦，訂定餐嗰啲咁啊！咁喺度咧亦都先自我介紹一下先。咁我就姓黃嘅，黃色嗰個黃啊！咁叫純娜啊，純潔嘅純啊！咁媽咪咧希望我大個咗咧純品純潔純真純情啊，恨不得我純過蒸餾水咁話啊！咁有個純字嘅啊！咁我叫阿娜啦，係啦啊！咁都媽咪希望我大個咗咧身材咧就婀娜多姿咁話嘅，係啦，個娜字有個寫法同個係啦一樣噶嘛，個娜字咁佢係多音字嚟嘅，係啦啊！咁亦都有個攞嘅，係啦，工作完咧又去休息咁樣啊，跟住咧就約大家又出嚟啊食飯啊等等咁樣嘅，咁啊可能相對講2天團嘅行程咧就比較輕鬆啲啊！咁但係1天團嘅話咧，相對嚟講咧就比較辛苦啲嘅，因為我哋咧就唔係得我哋係考生考團啊嘛，咁所以嘅話咧相對嚟講比較多時間嘅話咧，我就坐車嘅，嗰架車就到咗嘅，咁所以嘅話咧，如果大家你上車你可以瞓覺，但係呢啲冇得瞓覺，咁所以相對嚟講咧我哋咧呢啲係講嘅。
Go steady on me. Won't you tell me what the wise men said when they came down from heaven? Smoke 9 till 7, all the shit that they could find. But they couldn't escape from you, couldn't be free of you. And now they know there's no way out. And they're really sorry now for what they've done. There were 3 wise men just trying to have some fun. Look who's alone now, it's not me, it's not me. Those 3 wise men, they've got a Sammy by the sea. Gotta ask yourself the question, where are you now? Gotta ask yourself the question, where are you now? Really sorry now they want to know they got caught up in your talent show with you panicked little bastards in your fancy dress who just judge each other and try to impress, but they couldn't escape from you, couldn't be free of you, and now they know there's no way out. And they're really sorry now for what they've done. There were 3 wise men just trying to have some fun. Look who's alone now, it's not me, it's not me. Those 3 wise men, they've got a Sammy by the sea. Gotta ask yourself the question, where are you now? Gotta ask yourself the question, where are you now?
一個員工嘅飯堂咧，就可以變成餐廳嘅啊，咁你嗰個嘅話咧，可能就可以用到咧12張台左右嘅，咁所以嘅話咧，如果係多嘅團，就餐廳即係可能用咗幾個團咧，都食到呢個咁如果你話係食嘅，係買嘅話，
Look who's alone now, it's not me, it's not me. Those 3 wise men, they've got a Sammy by the sea. Gotta ask yourself the question, where are you now? Gotta ask yourself the question, where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Gotta ask yourself the question, where are you now? Gotta ask yourself the question, where are you
係
now?
啦，咁最行近啲啊攬埋佢條腰或者佢攬住條腰嘅話咧就有有一種咧第2次想嫁嘅。
Wow! Once again, thank you very much for watching at the most beautiful scenes on the motorway and the fascinating building and a lot of upcoming building in here in the world. Due to the bad weather conditions, I only have to take a few photos about what I have seen and what I have discovered during the bad weather seasons, and I did visit the food. This is a health food industry. Industrial. I mean, I have really entered in the factory and have really explained loads of the different good foods to recommend everyone, especially actually I highly recommend the ladies if you want to keep yourself is very young, even though you have arrived in 50 years. Even you have already 50 years old, but it doesn't seem like you're looking older, you're looking definitely young all the time. Here the food I want to recommend you, this is the black beans, the black rices, the red one, and I have no idea what this is supposed to mean, and I'm definitely sure this is to be protecting for your health and would never have a lot of the health trouble. I guess you have the support for the Western medicines, and usually the Western medicine is just only cool for human health just for a bit while, but now it's time to show you. I would like to propose this is definitely a good food recommendations for everyone to eat it. And let's take a look. Plus, I have my comment about after a visit in this factory. Yeah, there was nothing else. Unfortunately, after I went to the third places, unfortunately, there was something would happen. The traveling coach has totally broken, and a lot of passengers will suffer loss of the rainfall during on the traffic jam. It actually stucking around in the motorway with nearly an hour, including for me. This is the worst journey I've ever had. Maybe you can just take a look.
Good morning, PC. Do you know where am I now? Well, look at these houses. It is very fascinating, isn't it? I guess you have never been seeing these wonderful places, right? I guess there are more and more different apartments. I want you to see that. I bet you would rather like to live in here when you're no longer working in the CNET. I'm definitely sure that this is good places I want to recommend you. I'm pretty sure you will like it. Now enjoy your work. When I'm coming back to Hong Kong, I will tell you anything about what I have done and what I have seen in the Huizhou. Oh, let's take a look at these houses. I have no idea how could they build it, but I'm pretty sure it's looking more likely you're living in Europe. Jackie and roof, don't you believe it? Now you can see it. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, none of this time. It's going to continue for my photo taking, because I'm really inconvenient. This is only my first time I'd ever encountered for the magazines, in the travel magazine. This is only my second series I'm taking this pen here. Alright, now we are heading on. It is going to the European town and the church at the front on the other side. Oh. It's very marvelous, isn't it? Sounds like you have went to London. I think it is 10 times much better than you're in London. Look at the other side. It is absolutely looking great, but unfortunately they're still constructing. They still have many ideas to be developing, right? I think the most meaningful of my life it is. There are quite many places I haven't known yet. Let's take a look for the other places. Now, look at this. Sounds like you have already arrived in France. Oh, unbelievable, isn't it? What should I do to describe? It's London. Yeah, I'm arrived in London. This is the best places I've ever had. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Ruth and Jackie. What do you really think? Who am I? Do you really think where am I right now? In London or in China? It seems that I have arrived in London, right? I should have to show you the photo when I'm back to the sales center and give you a lot of the different photographs here. I don't really want to be wasting my time here. I should have to move on to the next. I better need to be going on the coach immediately. Just enjoy work. Hey Ruth, Jackie, look at that. Now I have already sitting in here near the hall in there. It sounds like I'm becoming a European person. I'm just already an Asian tourist in here in mainland China. It doesn't mean I'm in China, right? Yeah, indeed, he's in China, but don't let this thing is gonna fooling around at you. And I'm definitely sure I have really arrived in France. Maybe you can imagine that. It's pretty imaginable, right? Looks like it is pretty much similar like in Europe. But that is not my idea. It's whole designer. It's whole designer do it. It's a designer. They make all the whole street and they make the seat. It's very like I have arrived in Europe. But unfortunately, I wasn't in Europe. I haven't in Europe. Yeah, besides, I have never experienced my life in there. Probably Ruth and Jackie, you should have to come here and let me take the photo with both of you two. Then you'll be able to see. I'm really arrived in Europe. What do you think where I'm going? Just think carefully if I'm now in China or in Europe. Thank you. Hey Ruth and Jackie, after I have already enjoyed my lunch, and now the tour guide actually asked me to introduce and to promote another product, which is keeping you healthy and keeping yourself is very young. You don't believe it? Maybe you can come in here in the factory and begin to try. Why should I need to doing that? Yeah, there are only a few reasons I have to come in here. I want to tell the reasons. There are quite a lot of different beans, and there are quite a lot of different foods, which is keeping yourself, even you have already 50 years old, but it looks, it's a 30 years old, very unlike 50 years old. Unbelievable, right? This is not very convenient to tell anything about what I have been doing here. Hopefully he's going to stop doing that. Okay, enjoy weekend. Where the trip is in here. Still could be worse.
Okay, once again, thank you very much for spending your time to read, to watching a lot of the different good places where I did travel before. And I did travel into European town and the the industrial factory, and this is the worst journey I'd ever had, seriously. I'm deeply sorry to all the audience. Anyway, this is pretty a bombshell. See you next time. Good night.